Hi, everyone, and welcome to this video training on how to create a nonprofit email welcome series that engages your community and increases donations on autopilot. And I'm really excited that you're watching this video. Recently, I was interviewed on the Driving Participation podcast, and maybe some of you heard that interview. And the focus of the discussion was on how to help nonprofit organizations improve their email marketing. If you haven't heard it yet, then Google Driving Participation podcast, and my interview is on episode number 93. And if you haven't heard it, check it out. There's lots of value in that podcast. It's about 45 minutes long. But it's full of information that will supplement this training very well, actually. So I'd encourage you all to listen to that. But ever since that interview aired, one of the most common questions that I've received is about how to create an automated nonprofit email welcome series. And, well, it can be a bit complicated, so I felt the best way to help everyone asking this question was to put together this training video. So today I'm going to teach you how to create a nonprofit email welcome series that engages your community, increases donations, and I'm going to show you how to put it all on autopilot. Now, before I before I dive into the training, let me quickly introduce myself in case this is the first time you've heard from me. My name is Jeremy Cook, and I'm a nonprofit marketing coach and consultant. I've been working with nonprofit organizations all over the world for the past 15 years. I run the website empowernonprofits.com, where I blog about nonprofit marketing and storytelling so that nonprofit professionals can boost community engagement, improve donor retention, and increase donations. Now, I would love to hear from you, so please feel free to connect or reach out to me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. You can email me directly. And of course, be sure to check out everything else that I have for you over at empowernonprofits.com. Please do reach out, especially if you have any questions after going through this video training. Shoot me an email, let me know, or write me on Twitter, or connect with me and shoot me a message on LinkedIn. Whatever you prefer, but I personally control all of my social media accounts and my email inbox, so you will always be communicating directly with me, and I will get back to you and respond to your questions as soon as I can. Good. Now, here is what you're going to learn in this video training. First, we'll be discussing exactly what is a nonprofit email welcome series to make sure we're all on the same page. And we'll discuss why your nonprofit absolutely must have one in place. We'll talk about how to set one up and what you want to achieve with your email welcome series. And at the end here, I'll also tell you how you can get your hands on my 5-message formula that shows you exactly what you need to do to optimize your email welcome series so that it will engage your community and increase donations. But before we get into all of that, let's just start by making sure we all have a common understanding of what I mean when I say an email welcome series. So an email welcome series is a string of emails sent to a new subscriber to your email list immediately after they subscribe. This is not an email that they receive the next time you send out an email blast to everyone on your list. This is something that is automated, sent only to them, but it's sent immediately after they click the subscribe button. The email welcome series will introduce the new subscriber to your organization, start building a relationship with them, motivate them to take action, and provide opportunities for them to support your organization. So, now that we all have a common understanding of what this is, let's talk about why your nonprofit must have an email welcome series. And by the way, the young fella in the corner, that's Mr. Joe Gives a Lot, and he's gonna represent your audience as they go through what normally happens when they try to communicate with you on email. So here's what's normally going on. Having an email welcome series helps you to control how people are introduced to your organization. It gives you an opportunity to give the same introduction and the same welcome to everyone that signs up to your list. And it also allows you to make sure that everyone hears your best stories. This also helps you better control and refine your messaging as well as the action your subscribers take. And we'll discuss how this helps you control the action people take in a minute. But make sure you don't miss it because it's really powerful when you understand how this works. But let me first touch on a few reasons why it is killing your fundraising by not having an email welcome series. First off, you are flat out ignoring potential new members of your community. When someone signs up to your email list, they are in effect raising their hand, just like Joe Gives a Lot here, and saying, "You have my attention. I want you to communicate with me. Send me an email now." But then, if you don't do that, if they have to wait for days, weeks, or even months before they get their first email from you, then you have just ignored them at a time when you had their attention. That is not good, because when you ignore people, it hurts your brand. When people feel ignored, then they feel hurt. They wanted you to communicate with them, but instead you ignored them, and now they feel like they are really not that important to you. If you cared about them or were interested at all in them as a supporter of your organization, you would have emailed them right away. And then, instead of communicating with them when you had their attention, you would communicate with them weeks or months later when they've completely forgotten about you. And at that point in time, they no longer have time or the interest to learn more about you. They unsubscribe, and instead of building a relationship and motivating that interested individual to take action, you ignored them and lost an opportunity to receive a donation or to have someone sign up to be a new member or to recruit more volunteers. Either way, it costs your organization big time. And this is a real shame because there's really no excuse for it. It is super easy to set up an automated email welcome series that prevents this disaster from happening. So let's take a look at how. Now, if you already have an email list, then the first step is to identify exactly what email marketing software you currently use. Now, if you don't currently use email marketing software, there are tons of options out there to consider. Constant Contact and MailChimp are quite popular, but there's also ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, Luminate, and literally on and on and on and on. There are hundreds of them. But no matter what software you are using, what you want to do is create what is called an autoresponder. Now, I want you to know up front, email marketing software such as MailChimp has the ability to create autoresponders, but they withhold this option from free accounts. You have to have a paid account in order to create autoresponders in MailChimp. Other software providers might be this way as well. So especially if you are using a free account option, make sure you can still use the autoresponder service. If not, then you'll need to upgrade your account to make sure that you have access to it. But feel free to email your email service provider and ask them about nonprofit discount rates. Pretty much every email service provider that I've talked to offers a discount to nonprofits, and it's actually usually around a 20% discount. Some might be a bit higher. Now, I know if you have to upgrade, you may not like the idea of adding that cost, but I assure you, the additional income you will bring in from having an automated email welcome series is going to be well worth this small investment that you make. Okay, so let's dive into some of the details about what an autoresponder can do. An autoresponder is a feature that all email marketing software can provide that automatically sends preloaded email messages to your list based on set triggers. Now, our trigger in this case is when people subscribe to your email list. So as soon as someone clicks the subscribe button to sign up to your email newsletter list, that triggers the autoresponder to send the first email in your welcome series. Now, an autoresponder can have as many preloaded email messages as you want. And you can schedule them to be sent out whenever you want. I mean, you could have 20 preloaded email messages and send one every hour for 20 hours in a row if you wanted to. I don't know why you would do that, but you could. Or you could send it, one a day for 20 days, or every Wednesday, or the third Thursday of every month for the next 20 months. I mean, you have that much control over it. So you write the email messages once, load them up, set the trigger and the schedule, and then you can sit back and relax because the software will take care of the rest. All you have to do is monitor the email metrics, such as the open rates, the click-through rates, and reply rates to make sure that the emails you've written are effective and achieving the results that you are hoping for. And you can also test out different email messages to determine which ones are the most effective, and then just stick with the ones that work best. That's, A/B testing emailing is probably a whole nother video training that I'll have to do down the road. So I can't get into it too deep into the weeds now, but just know that it's possible to test different email messages and then just use the ones that are best moving forward. Okay, so now you know you must have an email welcome series and that it is relatively easy to set up. Let's look at what you want to accomplish with it. Well, turns out the best way to find out what you want to accomplish with your email welcome series is not by asking what you want to accomplish. Instead, you need to ask, what do your subscribers want to accomplish? Why are they giving you permission to email them? What are they expecting in exchange? Well, they're usually looking to learn more about you. They want to know more about what you do and who you help. They might want to get a better sense of your impact. They might be looking to learn more about how you spend donations, how you report on the work that you do, and they might be wondering how they can get involved, the different ways in which they can get involved. These are the things that your subscribers will tell you they are looking for, but there's more to it than that. There are other things they're paying attention to, even if only subconsciously. They will be paying attention to how you treat them. Remember how they felt when you ignored them? They felt unimportant to you, and that hurt your brand because it changed how they perceived your organization. They will also be paying attention to how you make them feel. Does reading your email messages evoke some emotions in them? Which ones? Happiness, anger, awe, disgust? How you make them feel matters more than you might think. The ability for your email messages to evoke emotion will have a big impact on if they open future emails from you, as well as if they take action in support of your cause. So here are what I've found to be the most important things you want to accomplish with your email welcome series. First, you want to start building a genuine relationship with your subscriber. What does this mean? It means you want to create opportunities for dialogue. You want to get to know them as much as they want to get to know you. You want to personalize your emails. You want to expand the relationship to other channels and other media such as Facebook and Twitter. And you want them to know that they can communicate with you directly at any time by hitting reply to your email messages. You also want to answer the most common questions people have, such as, what do you do? Who do you help? And you want them to be able to see your impact. You also want to make sure that you evoke emotions. You don't want to be boring, and you want to motivate them to take action. You want them to feel something, and you can be intentional here about what emotions you want them to feel. What emotional strings you pull will depend on your cause and what actions you want them to take. But always pay attention to how you are making people feel. Then, of course, you want to give them opportunities to help your cause by clicking a link or hitting reply or whatever it is that you want them to do. Now, I know this may all sound like a lot to achieve in a welcome email series, but trust me, it's very possible. And when done well, very powerful and leads to great things for your organization. So let's take a quick look at how you do all of this. In short, you're going to tell a great story about one amazing beneficiary told with explicit emotion and with a single compelling call to action per email. Let me go over each of these steps in greater detail. You are going to tell one of the best stories you have ever written for your organization. Or you're going to write a new one if you don't have a really great story yet. And this story will serve as an illustration of what your organization does and who you help. This story is going to be about one amazing beneficiary of your organization, or put another way, the beneficiary who your organization has made the biggest difference to. Why? Because this story will also serve to illustrate the impact your organization can have on your beneficiary. You also want to tell your story with explicit emotion. It is not enough to convey the facts and chronology of the story. Remember, you have to make your reader feel something. And to do this, you have to get them to empathize with this beneficiary. You have to put them in their shoes and get them feeling the same emotions your beneficiary was feeling throughout the story. Done well, and your readers will develop a strong emotional connection, not only to the beneficiaries you serve, but also to the work of your organization. Make that emotional connection, and they will be primed to take action. And that is when you give them your single, compelling call to action. Now, there are two huge mistakes nonprofits make when developing their call to action. Nonprofits have a tendency to provide too many calls to action. For example, they'll say, donate now, follow us on Twitter, watch our YouTube channel, read more on our website, or invite a friend to our next event, and on and on and on. So this is a mistake, okay? Because if people do anything after reading your email, they will do only one thing. But by offering them 10 different things to do, you have no control over which one they will choose. It is much better to have one call to action per email. And this will give people that want to take action only one option at a time. And this increases the amount of people that take that action. Instead of having 100 people all choose 10 different things to do, you're going to have 100 people all sharing your story on Twitter. You see, this has a much stronger impact when everyone's doing the same thing at the same time. So look, the fact is, a lot of people that sign up to learn more about your organization over email are not yet ready to make a donation. If they had been ready to do that, they would have just made the donation on your website instead of signing up for your email newsletter. So there are plenty of other things you can and should ask people on your email list to do, like connecting on social media. Remember, this helps to deepen the relationship with them. Stick with one compelling call to action per email to increase the amount of engagement you achieve with that one call to action. Start super simple, asking them to do something very easy and non-committal, like check out this video on YouTube. All they have to do is go watch a video. They don't have to commit to anything long term. It's easy. And now they've already taken an action. So the next time you ask them to do a little more for you, next time you might ask them to subscribe to the YouTube channel or like our Facebook page. Now they're not just passively watching, but they're actively clicking a button in support of your organization. And each time you ask something different, ask them in order from the easiest thing in the world to do up to the most difficult thing to do, such as making a donation. What you are doing here is building what I call engagement momentum. People are getting comfortable engaging in ways that you ask them to. This also gives you an opportunity to reward them for their many engagements so that they understand how much you appreciate every little action they take. And by reinforcing their actions and encouraging their actions and showing your appreciation for their actions, they'll be willing to do more and more for you down the road. So that by the time you ask for a donation, they know how important it will be to your organization, and they already have a sense of how you will reward them and thank them for their contribution. They have a sense of how important you will make them feel. Again, this is very powerful, and a powerful way to move people to take action when you fully understand how to use it. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. So let me do a quick recap for you. We've discussed that an email welcome series is an automated series of emails sent to a new subscriber with the first email delivered to their inbox immediately after they subscribe. You know that to set one up, you need to write all of the email messages you want to include in the welcome series, load them into your email service provider's autoresponder, set the conditions and triggers, including the schedule of when you want the emails to be sent, and then once everything is set up, just monitor the metrics to see how well it is performing. We've discussed what your subscribers expect to get from your email welcome series. They want to learn more about your organization, what you do, who you help, your impact, how you use donations, how you hold yourself accountable, and how they can get involved. But they're also paying attention to how you treat them and how you make them feel. We then moved on to discussing what you want to achieve based on what they are looking for. Your number one goal should be to build a long-term relationship with your subscriber. Then you want to answer their questions about what you do, who you help, and your impact. You want to make them feel something, and you want to give them opportunities to help. And you do all of that by telling a great story about one amazing beneficiary told with explicit emotion and a single compelling call to action per email. Phew. All right. Sorry, I've been talking for a while now. This is great, though. We've covered a lot in a short amount of time here, but I'm excited for you. There is a lot of great information here to help you get started, and I know that having an effective nonprofit email welcome series can do amazing things for your organization, including expanding your community of support, increasing donations, and improving donor retention. And thanks to today's technology, it can all be set on autopilot. And also, let me just quickly mention again here that I have developed a 5-message formula where I've boiled down this entire process into an exact science and tell you exactly how to write the email welcome series, how to frame the story in each message, and what the call to action should be in each message that you send. Now, you still have to tell your own story. I can't write the story for you, but this 5-message formula will take all the guesswork out of it and tell you exactly what you need to do. I'll tell you how to get this in a minute, but first, I gotta say, the email welcome series is really just the beginning. Once you have your autoresponder in place, you are going to want to keep in touch with your email list. You'll want to continue to tell them great stories and engage them to take action. You'll want to segment them based on their interest and past actions. And of course, you're going to want to continue to automate this system so that it keeps working for you, even when you are too busy to pay attention to it. Now, there is a tremendous amount of untapped potential for what can be done with email marketing when it comes to nonprofit communication and fundraising. And that is why I created the Engage Nonprofit Email Marketing Program. This is a step-by-step guide to creating a fully automated nonprofit email marketing system that will engage your community and increase donations. And of course, it teaches you how to turn it all on autopilot. And if you sign up for my Engage Nonprofit Email Marketing Program, you will get 24/7 access to the online course, which includes 9 step-by-step lessons that will walk you through exactly how to put this entire system in place. And you will get 3 limited time bonuses, and in case all that isn't enough, this comes with 2 guarantees. Let me quickly walk you through what this is all about. So once you sign up, you will create a username and a password that will give you access to the Engage Nonprofit Email Marketing course. Then you can access this material anytime, anywhere, as long as you have an internet connection. Now, I'll walk you through the Engage philosophy that will help you write more meaningful emails to your subscriber, and believe me, they will notice it. And I'll walk you through how best to identify and understand who your audience is and what they want from you. I'll walk you through how to create engaging content, how to find great stories to tell, and then I'll teach you how to tell those stories over email so that they maximize reader engagement and motivate them to take action. In Lesson 7, I help you understand the donor journey so that you can then develop an entirely automated email system that responds to your readers based on their needs and their interests. And yes, it is fully automated. Choose your own adventure style email marketing. I'll explain how to use this information to segment your email list and then set it all on autopilot. And at the end, I'll offer some additional email marketing tips that will help you improve your open rates and increase reader engagement. Plus, if you buy now, there are 3 limited time bonuses. You will get exclusive access to my Engage LinkedIn group. This group is only for members of the Engage program and will serve as a community of support where you can get feedback and answers to questions. This will be a great resource for you and for everyone in the program. I'll be on there on a daily basis responding questions, but you can also get input from other nonprofit marketing, fundraising, and communication professionals who are also working in the same program that you are, and you can share and exchange ideas and information. It's going to be a really powerful thing. You will also get unlimited access to my email inbox. I want you to be successful, and I will respond to every question you send me and make sure that this program is working for you. I want to make sure that you understand all of the lessons in this course and in this program, and I'll be there to answer any questions you have. And of course, I'll give you exclusive access to my 5-message welcome series formula, where I lay out exactly what to do and what to say in your email welcome series. Now, this bonus alone is worth the price of admission because this formula will already ensure that your nonprofit starts increasing its community of support right away. It will save you time and the hassle of trying to figure out what works best on your own. But some of you might be wondering if this program is right for you. So let me ask you a few questions and we'll find out. Maybe your nonprofit is small right now and you don't even have an email list. No problem. This program will help make sure that you start from a place of strength and build a powerful email marketing system from the beginning. Or maybe you've been doing this a while and you already have a list of over 30,000 people. Well, if you don't already have an email welcome series in place, then this is definitely for you. And if you think you could be doing more or doing it better, then this is also for you. And by more and better, I mean, do you think you could raise more money? Do you want to attract more donors? Do you want to improve donor retention? Or are you looking for more volunteers or more members? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, then the Engage Nonprofit Email Marketing course is for you. But listen, I can tell you from experience, this isn't for everyone. This is a self-paced online program first. You have to be intrinsically motivated. You have to be able to push yourself to take the lessons and apply what you've learned. I can't do the work for you. I won't be there to look over your shoulder and make sure you are committing yourself. You have to be able to do this on your own. Now, I'll be there to answer questions, but you still have to be able to do the work. And yes, once you have a fully automated email system in place, there's a lot less work to do, but first you have to do the work needed to get the system in place. And listen, you have to be willing to try new things. This is a different approach to nonprofit email marketing. This is not writing massive email newsletters. Sure, doing things the Engage way is a lot less work, ultimately, and results in a lot higher level of engagement with your readers, and results in a lot more donations than you've ever received from email newsletters. But still, I've seen it. Some people don't like different, even when different is better. So if you want to keep doing things the same old way, then this is not for you. But if you're willing to try something new, then yes, this is for you, and you will be glad you signed up. So you still interested? Well, then let's talk about cost, shall we? How much does the Engage program cost? Well, not nearly as much as it should. I believe your nonprofit is leaving thousands of dollars on the table every month due to ineffective email marketing. Recent statistics show that an effective email marketing system will give you at least $38 return on investment. That means for every dollar you invest, you should be getting 38 back. Now, are you currently making $38 to every dollar you spend on email marketing? This program will teach you exactly how to develop the type of email marketing system you need to consistently make that kind of return year after year after year after year. So over time, we're talking about generating tens of thousands of dollars for your organization. That is a lot of cash. What would a program that helped your organization achieve that be worth, do you think? A heck of a lot. And I'm sure people are going to laugh at me and tell me that I'm throwing away a huge opportunity here, but I don't care. I want you to have access to this system so that you can apply it to your email marketing so that you can see the difference it makes for your organization. It is truly my mission to empower nonprofits. And I can't think of a better way to do that than to make sure that everyone can afford to access this program. So, you will get 24/7 immediate access to the course and the 3 bonuses, which includes 9 lessons, access to a private LinkedIn group, unlimited access to my email inbox, and my 5-message welcome series formula. And my original asking price was $500. But then I thought, the people watching this video are on my email list, and I appreciate your willingness to let me stay in touch with you. And I don't want you to think I take you for granted. So I wanted to do something extra special just for you. So just for you, I'm going to knock off more than $300, and I'm selling it to you today for only $199. $199. This is an exclusive offer that I'm only giving to my email subscribers. No one else will get this price ever. And if that discounted price isn't enough to convince you, I also have 2 guarantees I want to tell you about real quick. First is the 30-day, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. I will let you test drive the program so you can check out the lessons and all the bonuses, and then anytime within the first 30 days, if you decide this isn't for you, just shoot me an email and ask for a refund. I'll refund you 100% of the price, no questions asked. But I really hope you don't do that, because I have a second guarantee, and I call this my no-fail guarantee. If after 90 days of implementing this program, you find that this new approach to email marketing is not more effective than your previous system, I will personally review your email messages, and then I'll get on the phone with you to discuss how to improve your email. I will literally work with you free of charge to make sure you do not fail. So, if you are looking to improve your nonprofit email marketing and you want access to the most comprehensive course available on the topic, plus get access to unlimited email support, my private LinkedIn group, and my 5-message welcome series formula, then sign up today and let's get started. Just click the Get Access Now button below this video, and after submitting your payment, you can start immediately. Look, I'd really love to start working with you on this, and I really hope you'll sign up for this course. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you right away. I hope to be hearing from you soon. In the meantime, keep doing good work.